Speaking of that, your brother, you spoke on your brother last interview, and you know, according to you, he was one of them guys that you're speaking about that been through a lot, beat murders, did all type of stuff. But there were people in the comments talking about his brother has paperwork and ask him about that the next interview. He's hot. I gotta ask you. I can't be biased. Can you confirm
Say
like the
everything.
stuff that they're talking about?
If you ever hear my brother hot, that's because somebody's family member is cold. If you can read in between the lines, you only gonna hear that from somebody who family member cold. It's like it's no retaliation from. How can I explain it? It's nothing you can say or do but try to slander somebody's name. But if you, the person that called my brother hot, he died the day before he supposed to testify on my brother. I'm gonna give you a scenario. It's this guy, his name Sean Schuler. You can look it up, it's public records. My brother got locked up for 6 attempted murders. This was before he got caught. It was 2 other murders after that. My brother was locked up like 7.5 years on all this put together. Like six attempted murders. He beat him. He came home. They put a murder charge on him of a little girl. He beat it. They put another murder charge on him and the kidnapping of 2 other people. But it's like in a 7-year span. But in that 7 years, the guy who said, long story short, it was a feud between, I can speak on this, it's public records, y'all. It's all out. You can search this. My brother name is Saeed Evans, Saeevens. Put it in Google, YouTube, whatever you type it in, it's all gonna pop up. It's all public records. Ain't none of his shit sealed or nothing. The guy who said my brother told is allegedly one of the guys who shot my brother. My brother got shot 32 times outside my mother's house on Christmas. The guys ran down the train station and they showed they took the mask off and ran down the train station. So the guys was on the news. They all flashed across the news, the guys who did it, because they ran down the train station. So now they on the news, but now we didn't know who it was until we seen the news. Once we seen the news, we seen who the suspects was. One of the suspects was my brother baby mother, baby father. She got another baby father. One of the suspects was him. His daughter was in our house when his daughter lived with us. So while they shot my brother, they thought he was gonna die. If he'd have died and they would have never ran down the train station, it would have never knew nothing. But my brother didn't end up dying, and they ended up crashing their getaway car, and they had to use the train to get back. So they ran down the train station where all their ski masks up. Now they flashing across the news. But while he did that, his daughter was upstairs. Like his daughter lived with us. So that's what started the feud. Now on this back and forth, they getting into it. So my brother didn't die. My brother is like, I don't want to oversay. My brother is him, bruh. Like the city.
He the real boogeyman type shit.
Yeah, they call him the king of the South. Like the king of the South. To be the king of Southeast and really live with that title, you got to be somebody. But I don't want to say too much. He really him in real life. So he didn't die. So now he didn't die. So first of all, if you hit a made man and you miss, you know what happened after that. Like the streets it don't matter where it come from, the streets gonna get you for that. Long story short, he didn't die. So now it's like he didn't die. He got all this power. Now you know what it is. What can you do to defend yourself? You gotta say he hot. You gotta say something about him. The only thing you can say is he hot. So he put out some he hot shit, but that shit came afterwards. They got an ongoing feud now. Boom. So after the ongoing feud, my brother ended up getting locked up for 6 attempted murders after that on his birthday. It was his birthday party. It's all public records. This is rolling in the Washington Post. Everything I'm saying is public knowledge. This ain't no sneaky behind the scenes. It's a closed case. Like he already got found, what's it called? He got found not guilty, so you can't retry him. So he had, what I was saying. So my brother had went to jail for 6 attempted murders.
Yeah.
At his birthday party, on the guy's birthday party, the other baby father who shot my brother. So he had a birthday party some months later. The party got shot up. 6 people got shot, and he was in the shed. We only know he was in the shed because the police report said his name Sean Schuler. Sean Schuler spent his birthday in the shed while 6 other people at his birthday party got shot such and such. Not knowing my brother wasn't dead, didn't do it or nothing. But My brother's so big of a person, he got shot 32 times. The whole jurisdiction, the world know what the fuck is about to go down. Like, the streets ain't stupid, nobody's stupid. The world know what. So my brother, they end up grabbing my brother for that. My brother ended up getting locked up for that. He had to do 9 months on that. He did 9 months on that charge. And if they don't indict you in 9 months, they let you go. They didn't have enough evidence to indict him. They just had a name because they know who he into it with. So all that's going on. My brother about to come home from jail now, the 9 months up. My brother come home from jail. The other guy, the other baby father, he's still home. But at this time he home, he got a friend. That friend catches a charge. And as that friend caught a charge, that friend is all public records. That friend went in there and told him, such and such committed this shooting, woo, woo, woo. And he went in there, the other baby father friend went in there and said, he got caught on a whole nother charge, had nothing to do with nothing, and said, man, I got some information, such and such did something. So they grabbed him and he copped to it. Like he took they end up grabbing him for now shooting my brother.
They grabbed two.
They grabbed the other baby father.
Oh, okay.
The guy who allegedly shot my brother. It was 4 of them. They grabbed him. They grabbed him and locked him up because one of his friends got caught, and when his friend got caught, he made a plea deal to pit him on his murder. So they must have went at him with the evidence and they locked him up. But this is the only thing. He only did 2 years. He did like 2 years off of it. He did like 2 years. It's 4 guys that shot my brother. Only 1 locked up. If my brother tell, all 4 got to go to jail. You can't tell on one person, bro. Mm-hmm. So as he locked up, my brother home now, and he locked up. So now he's telling people my brother hot. My brother's the reason he the reason my brother locked up. But he took a cop. So you can't really see into it, what's really going into it. But my brother never told on him. Long story short, he did his 2 years and he came home. As he came home, my brother was in a parking lot in the complex and a car pulled up and shot at him. And my
brother?
Yeah, my brother. So I told, now my brother was locked up. Then he got locked up. Like my brother came home, he got locked up. So they not home at the same time. So now they both home at the same time. My brother gets shot at and my brother returned fire. My brother get caught on a camera, on a complex camera. And they charged my brother. At first the charge was like unnecessary use of a firearm, illegal use of a firearm. They upped that to 2nd degree murder. After they had him in jail, they upped it to 2nd degree murder. Then they switched it from 2nd degree murder to 1st degree premeditated murder. They switched the charge 3 times. So he went to jail because a car pulled up and let some shots off. I told you the same way that when his birthday got shot up, my brother went to jail for it off the break. Nobody, like, you get what I'm saying? Because the police already know what's going on. They already in tune since the biggest beef in the city. So when he came home from jail, my brother had ended up getting shot at. A car pulled up, long story short, my brother returned fire. A little girl had died that was beside my brother. A 16-year-old little girl had died. That's like my sister. Yeah.
Okay.
Her name Bree. She from the complex. She was beside my brother as the car pulled up shooting. So she ended up passing away. A bullet ended up hitting her. But ballistics, and now everybody's saying my brother killed the little girl. Now he locked up. They saying he killed the little girl, but that ain't really what happened. But you can't talk. You got to let it play out in court. They got ballistics. But long story short, that in the story, my brother bullets from his gun did not match the bullets that was found in the victim. So it was not murder. He just got the charge for the gun, the 5 years. He did the whole 5 years for the gun, waiting on trial anyway. So I told you, the police know they got this ongoing beef. So the guy had came home. When he came home from jail, he was in a halfway house. When he came home from jail, he wasn't all the way home. My brother had got shot at. So when my brother had got locked up and they saying my brother was locked up for murder, my brother going to trial for murder now. The police went and got the other guy to become a witness. The guy that's home, or the guy that came home, because they know my brother got the ongoing feud. So they went and got him to be a witness to say he was not in that car that pulled up and shot at him. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm going?
Yeah.
So they made him a witness. Now he a government witness. He got to come testify in my brother case to let them know he was not in that car and shot at my brother in no way. So as my brother locked up for the murder, and they got him as a witness now that's coming to say he was not in the car that shot at my brother, or something, he ain't had nothing, but he's with the government. He's working with the government to get a conviction on my brother. My brother goes to deliberations, just say Friday, but they got to come back on Monday to read them. He's the government key witness. He's supposed to come in here on Monday morning and testify. Once he put to testify, we don't know which way this case is going to go, but you know what I'm saying? He died Sunday.
Wow.
He died Sunday, so when they came back to court and they asked with a wit,
How did he die? How did he die?
He died in a car with 3 other friends. Some I don't know. Allegedly some guy walked up on a car and killed all 3 of him and his friends at one time. They died in a triple murder.
That's some movie. This is I don't look. I'm not assuming anything, but that's a crazy coincidence.
I don't know. We don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I just know that it's crazy coincidence. I don't know, bro. I don't even know what happened. We didn't know what happened.